Hello and welcome. This is going to be my video covering the World Championships of Warhammer Previews. Essentially, it's an in-depth look at a lot of the miniatures that are going to be released next year in 2025. I saw the preview and I just had to make a video. I couldn't not. And this also gives you guys a chance to look at all the miniatures and put all your comments and things down below of what you think are hits and misses, really. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I do give away miniatures and box sets and things to subscribers now and again when I hit certain milestones. I would love to give away a Warlord Titan at 50,000 subscribers shipped to where you live, but I can only do that if I get to certain milestones. Please continue to support the channel any way you can. It is just me. I don't get sent anything for free, so any support is most welcome. Right, let's get into the video then. So the Warhammer community right here, we'll go through. If we just click on here, then you've got a video for the reveals, and then you've got separate articles going through each of them. So we'll go through one after the other. Let's just start with I don't know about the weakest. Probably the weakest for me at least is just the old world. I mean, if you like old world, that's great. But yeah, if we click here, and it is the Empire of Man is united in war. So you've got a faction revealed. So you've got the Empire of Man. And here we go. So we've got these units. Classic tank thing there. You've got this, the Empire of Man, Arcane Journal. Plastic kits, so this is my favourite out of them that they're releasing. I think this is a General of the Empire on an Imperial Griffin. Really like the Griffin model. Then you've got the state troops, state missile troops, flagellants and great swords, archers and Free Company militia. So with a few of these articles, you have to, sort of click right to see the rest of them. There you go, there's some militants. There's some archers. Or are they the militants? And then you've got some missile units. Very nice, very old school, old world. Then you've got some knights. Empire Knights, Pistoliers, and Demigriff Knights. They're also returning. There's the Demigriffs. So maybe they're like little griffins, I guess. You've got a heavy chariot and an impregnable. I'm up for a challenge. Steam tank. Very nice. Does that actually say Nuln on there? Forge World resin miniatures. So here are some of the Forge World resin miniatures. They look gorgeous, of course. Lots of detail. Very nice. You got some here as well. Look at those. Kind of like a little bit of a top of a castle, isn't it? And then metal miniatures. You've got these returning to metal. You've got a few of these. They look all right. Maybe you could have these in 40k. I'm not sure about the sizing though. You've got a few of these. Some more knights. And then this Ogrin, I think it is. Yeah, so that's the previews for Old World. Don't worry, it gets better than this. That's I'd say the weakest out of the reveals. Then, wow, maybe I'm going through the best right now, but Death Core of Krieg, wow, all plastic, absolutely incredible. You got a full army box set. I will be picking this up. There's just no doubt about that. The models look amazing. If I was gonna collect like Imperial Guard, Astra Militarum army, it would be Death Korps of Krieg, or the Catachan Jungle Fighters, and probably a mixture of both really. But yeah, this looks incredible. What do you guys think of these Death Korps of Krieg? You've got this. Is it a Marshal? Drea is capable. Oh, so it's actually a character. Capable strategist with more in his playbook than simply sending the next wave, a rarity in the Astra Militarum. Both he and his steed, the catchily named ES819, have cheated death time and again. So yeah, very nice mini that, and you get him in the set. Then you've got one of these Lord Marshals. I'm wondering whether that is the same miniature, just with the sword out instead of the pistol. Yeah, quite possibly. You've also got a full squad of 10 riders. So here are the riders. They look amazing. Really, really big fan of these. Yeah, they're so cool. Look. The way that they're running and their poses, like that one is amazing. That's it for those. Then you've got some combat engineers, very cool. You've got remote mines, shotguns with drum magazines. You've got las pistols, the sabers, the remote. Is it mine clearance? I would have thought. Then you've got the artillery pieces, which again look fantastic. I'll be buying multiple of these, no doubt. All of them look very good. You've even got this like Carachnus type one, fires multiple mortars. Yeah, they look good. I'd love to see an anti-air one as well, but yeah, here's hoping. And then the book itself looks lovely, classic Death Korps artwork. And then you've got a classic command squad that are coming outside of the set. Would have been nice if they were inside the set, but if you look at the set, you're only getting 5 Death Korps, and then you're getting the 10 riders and an artillery platform, and then the character, this Drea. But yeah, these are coming outside of the set. So you've got a commissar, you've got some command, you've also got this banner bearer and melting gun equipped one. Very nice minis. And then you've got these little heavy support squads as well, which look amazing too. And then just the standard edition of the Astra Militarum is featuring Death Korps of Krieg, so they are now like the poster child, I think, for this edition at least for them. So yeah, very, very cool release. I want to snap up all of these. They look brilliant. So I might have peaked too early, which is standard. But let's have a look at Ironjaws now for Age of Sigmar. So looking at Death Korps of Krieg, finally, 40k is getting back on track now. Age of Sigmar and Horus Heresy and also Necromunda have been top for quite some time. 40k has become a bit stagnant, but now that might be a bit of a change. But yeah, for Age of Sigmar, Orruk War Clans, yeah, I mean, scenery's alright. You've got a couple of options there. Spells, yeah. And then you've got an Ironjaws big mob with the old boss there. Yeah, a bit disappointing. However, what isn't disappointing is the Gits, and I really want to pick up all these. I thought we would have had like the spiders, spider riders, and upgrades to spiders and things like that before we got the wolves. But we had a unit of wolves last year, I think, probably. But now they're going all in with the wolves, and they do look very nice. Look at that. I don't know how they will fit in with your current Gits wolves, and I'm not sure kind of what's going on there. Is this like a, I want to say a chubby Git? Because what's going on with his sort of double chin? I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe he's sort of squeezed into the armor, but love the paint job, this sort of desert tundra kind of look at them. And yeah, the poses look awesome. Yeah, look at them. Very nice. And then the chariot. So they've gone all in with wolves. Book is just uninspiring, in my opinion, for the limited edition. It's just the Gits kind of symbol on there. Bit of a shame. And then you've got the Doom Diver catapult. This has been around for a while, you know, in other forms, I think. But it's yeah, it's the return of it, and it looks like you've got a couple of options there. And then you've got this chariot as well. That looks cool. And then this thing. Again, I'm not a massive fan of the layout of that. So yeah, Age of Sigmar, all right, this time. But then Horus Heresy, here we go. So the Arvest Lighter. This is the third time they're releasing this. Has this model got more re-releases than an Imperial Fists Praetor? Who knows? But it first came out in resin, then it came out in resin again, and now it's come out in plastic. They're really trying to push the Arvest Lighter. Of all the things they could make in plastic, like, I don't know, a Space Marine flyer, like the Xiphon Interceptor, they've chosen to bring this out. I don't know what kind of strategy this is. Maybe they lost a lot of money from re-releasing the Arvest Lighter in resin, the new one, and they want to recoup it back. And they've done the maths, and they thought right, well, if we sell a certain number in plastic, the profit margins are higher, so that'll recoup the cost, so that won't be as much of a loss. I don't know how they've worked it out, but they're really pushing the Arvest Lighter, so much so that they've given it a weapon. It looks like tons of small details. Unlike the previous resin version, it comes with a door gunner option at the rear to give the sturdy little aircraft a modicum of firepower. I mean, no. It's just such a big weapon at the rear. It was never meant to be like that. They're rewriting their own lore again and stuff. It was meant to be like a kind of ambassador kind of, transport vessel, not for military combat. It's unarmed, lightly armored. It isn't perfect it's not perfect for sending your elite troops with murderous strike close combat weapons into battle. I'm sorry, it's just not. This gets in the way. It's got a rear ramp for egress, only one access point. The pilot is sandwiched in there. He can't go to the back and doesn't have any access to the rest of the lighter. Sort of this panel kind of opens. It's just a really awkwardly designed kind of unit. Probably more so than the Malcadors, which I always bang on about how the degree of the sponsons just doesn't work for combat, and even the Malcador with the turret on the top has a very limited firing arc. But anyway, I go too much into these kind of things. But basically, it's coming in plastic with a weapon at the back. Is it a kick in the teeth to all those people that originally had a resin one, then they upgraded to a better resin one, and now there's this one? Are they trying to triple dip here? I don't know. I'm still going to get it. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm beating on it. Mainly to show you guys, really. No flying base, though. It's going to be interesting. They could have... They don't show it flying, as far as I can tell, but it would have given them a great opportunity to put the 4-slot thing at the bottom, the flying base slot and have it in some cool flying poses, you know, rather than, all right, here's your plastic flyer and there's no flying stand. What is nice, though, is Malkador. I was going to buy another Malkador anyway. I probably will, despite the things I say about it. This time, we've got the Tank Hunter. They've given it a neutron laser projector. Fine. What they've also brought out is the Malkador Infernus. Now, one of these was over £100 on Forge World. I think it's like 150 or so. I can't remember. And they've even brought out the little plastic separate carriage because it needs so much fuel. It's a big old flame cannon. It's what's equipped on the Acheron Knight, I think. Also, we've got the return of the Doredio Dreadnought for Space Marines, this time with the other two weapon systems, the Volkite and the Arachnus las cannons, I think they are. So Volkite falconets and the Arachnus heavy las cannon battery. The cables look the same. What I will say is that they're saying that it's interchangeable. I'm not sure about that because you look at the input there for the cable and there is totally different than the inputs here for the las cannon. Why have you put flamers on it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, so they say it's interchangeable. I don't know. We'll see. The last kit wasn't interchangeable, but we do get these Boreas missiles, which, you know, look cool. I've got them in resin. Yeah, you can find my resin review on YouTube. They're also releasing weapon sets. They're also releasing weapon sets separately as well. So, yeah. So a nice little preview there of Horus Heresy that's coming out. They did mention tanks, and they have shown us two tanks. I'm still holding out for a Xiphon Interceptor. And then some Black Library novels. We're saving the best till last here. Well, the things that I'm most excited about, at least. Incredible releases inbound. You've got Shade of Cain, Witchblade novel. You've got Gotrek and Malaneth omnibus. You've got Hell's Last. And it does show you, and it does give you the next chapter in the story of Minka Lesk. You've got The Silent King, Dawnfire novel. You've got The Art of Warhammer 40,000, which could be cool. You've got The Red Tithe and Outer Dark, and that's about it. So, yeah, what I would rather them do is re-release all of the post-heresy orc novels, and also just have all the Primarch novels and a lot of the other Horus Heresy novels available, rather than, you know, quickly releasing new novels all the time. Just bring more of your backlog available, especially in the light of, you know, 4.5 million players of Space Marine 2. You know, there are a lot of people that are getting into the hobby now for the first time. Now, best till last, I guess. Eldar. If you know me, you know I do have a decent sized Eldar army. It used to be my second largest. I'd probably say it's joint now with Orcs, Necrons, and Tyranids, maybe. I never really got any Eldar Titans and things, which is a bit of a shame. And I only have one Wraith Knight. But yeah, I'm still a big fan of Eldar, or Eldari as they call them now. Yeah, these miniatures look great. Fire Dragons look brilliant. I'm finally going to get some Fire Dragons after all of the other releases of them. They look cool. Yeah, it's what I, you know, have expected. And then you've got Azurman, the Phoenix Lord. So this is the first Phoenix Lord they're showing. Looks cool. Got a flag that you don't have to paint, if you know what I mean. Free paint. You can just paint, you know, paint by numbers. And then you can work out how on earth they made that nice sword effect. Looks lovely. Definitely going to pick Azuman up. I do have some Dire Avengers, which is he's the first of the Dire Avengers, so he will go well with them. Then, if that wasn't enough, one Phoenix Lord, we've also got Baharoth. Again, looking great. Finally, I'm going to buy some Swooping Hawks for Eldar. Looks good. I like that. I like the feathers, the jump pack. Very nice. And here are the Swooping Hawks. Yeah, they look the best they've ever looked, I think, in my opinion. Looking forward to them. Getting some really cool miniatures, good looking miniatures for Eldar finally. And then best till last, probably. I think that sword is a bit too long. But we've finally got Warp Spider's Phoenix Lord. She is called Lilis, Licky, I don't know. But yeah, one of a kind suit of aspect armor. Houses 4 additional arms, 2 armed with a pair of death spinners, while the others end in wicked monofilament weapons, reminiscent of the infamous Harlequin's kiss. You've also got her most dangerous weapon, the crackling sword Vatarkan, known as the Weave Render. It's so sharp it can carve the fabric of reality itself. So there you go. 4 additional arms. Yeah, brilliant. And I like how she's on this kind of web as well. Yeah, very, very cool mini. And then if that wasn't enough, we've also got some Warp Spiders too, which do look nice. And that's all of them. I'm surprised that there wasn't like a box set, because I'm not being funny, I'm not giving them ideas, but they really could have milked this Eldar release and have Baroth with the Swooping Hawks in a box set. They could have had the Fire Dragons in another. I know I'm giving them ideas, but yeah, considering they've got 3 different types of aspect warriors, they could have done 3 box sets and then cheekily made a standard box set with Azuman in it. Maybe they'll release a box set with all the Phoenix Lords in, save you a bit of money. Eldari, they're really pushing the Fire Dragons there on the Codex. I might get it, just because it'll have a load of new pictures and things of the new minis, and it's not just like one new unit this time. It's a big injection of 3 new Aspect Warriors units and their respective Phoenix Lords, with a 4th as well. And that is the best till last, I think. 40k is back on track, and there weren't even any previews of the Emperor's Children. Next year is going to be crazy for the hobby. This year wasn't really the best, in my personal opinion, but then again, it was the same for video games. Sometimes you get years that just flop. Last year was absolutely incredible for video games, and there were some good Warhammer releases. This year, it's sort of been a bit disappointing, other than Space Marine 2, of course. Next year is set to be absolutely incredible. What do you guys think of all of these reveals and the preview? What's your favourite model that they've previewed? And which ones can you absolutely not wait to get your hands on? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.